Hello and welcome to the first week of Dog Pound D&D in 3 weeks, where we have two people permanently gone, one person on who is out for the week, and 2 new people joining. We have Wayblade, who will be introduced a little later, as well as Tavion, who will be introduced in the bottom right of your screens. We have most likely Vinny telling us what happened last week. We have, I believe we established that, who was Shani's character's name?
Roby, or Roby.
I believe they got expelled for trying to stab the magic teacher in magic class with a sword.
Rumor. The actual thing that happened was they tried to attack another student with a sword, and the magic teacher made them stab themselves. And then the rumor spread, well, they tried to attack the magic teacher, so they got expelled.
Yes. And then the other one accidentally transferred to the other party's dorm while trying to get his love interest transferred into your dorm.
Or he was going to transfer into the love interest dorm.
Yeah, something along those lines. But there was a mix-up.
You gotta respect the game.
You do. All right. So then we're going to make sure I'm on all of the right maps here. And especially since we have our 2 new players, let's see if you can do a quick recap of where we started to where we're here. Feel free to chime in, Dorbar and, oh god, I gotta switch those. Dorbar and Garen.
All right. Last week we started off by going to the main hall, and Dorbar told Hermes to grab the book. The book got stuck to Hermes. Garen ripped the book off of Hermes' hands. There was a whole big thing about the book, and eventually we found out that only Dorbar could pick it up, and the book would just clone itself for some reason. If anyone else tried to pick the book up, it would stick to their hands, and as long as you put it back, you're fine. And the book glows, too. It's all very strange. Oh, gosh. Then we rushed to class because we were already late. Came in 30 minutes late. Practical magic happened. The teacher he's a bit of a shy guy and stuttered. Vinny, who's from a very fast-paced city, yelled at him to hurry it up. The teacher ran away, scared, like a little coward. And so then Whimsy taught the rest of the class. And that was practical magic. And Whimsy left us shortly after that for melee combat, which was with our friends Garen and Dorbar over here. They got in late. Garen said some things that apparently, teacher wasn't a big fan of.
Prideful, very prideful.
He is a dragonborn. They have a lot of heritage in this campaign.
To add a little bit, in combat, Garen went against kind of the biggest, toughest dude in class, and then ended up coming out on top.
I suplexed him and threw him into another student.
Yeah.
And then Dorbar, tried talking to another student and got super belittled. So he tripped his component into the person who belittled him's opponent. Basically took down 2 people with 1 trip action, so they both were able to converge in. And whether or not he actually gained respect, in his own mind he gained respect.
Yeah. And
I'll do a little more overarching too, because presumably if you're coming, I mean, I know you're coming in late, but a few things that have been expressed that I'm sure you've heard by now. The ship that was coming to the university was attacked by pirates and just barely waylaid it. The main currency of the university is secrets.
Yeah.
And did you have them do classes?
I hope so. Did I have you guys choose class load? I believe I mentioned it, but I could be wrong.
We mentioned classes. I don't know if we chose classes.
I have a list. I'm not sure if a combat class is required like PE or...
There's no requirements for any amount of classes. What classes you take, you then have to also agree. You can take classes each day. You get, I believe, 3 classes or something like that.
It's
Generally, 2 is what we use because if you take 3, you have like no free time.
Yes, and then you can have, but you can only have 2. You can have 2, I guess, in-game classes, and then you can also take classes and fill your day outside of that with actual hours. It's in the PDF or whatever that's in the pinned post.
You pinned that, right, Meta?
Yeah. So yeah, it's
Okay.
pinned. So if you can agree on it with other players in the party, we do those classes in session. And there's extra special things that can happen, extra bonuses, whatever, you're interacting, things are going to come from that. Otherwise, you just get class points, which will matter when you go to take the finals and, pass the classes. I believe you also need, is it 5 gold or 10 gold by the end of the month?
I think we said 10.
I believe 10 gold by the end of the month to maintain tuition.
Mm-hmm.
One in-game day is 1 session. There is a roleplay channel for like putting in what else you do on those days as needed. That kind of acts as the the records of that. So you might want to take a look over the class list real quick. Let me look. I have it here.
We have it.
Okay.
I wasn't sure one thing, like, I don't have any money from my base character build. It didn't give me any. Should I have assigned myself money based on the build, or do we all start
you
with
get
0?
a basic. Do you remember what the criteria around that was, Goji?
You start
the
with 10
equipment?
gold. Yeah, you get all the starting equipment from your class, and I think at like 10 gold, or maybe less than that, maybe 5.
I don't know. Did you
Whatever
get any
you-
gold? I think because
It was you get standard character creation, but you start with no money.
yeah.
Oh.
So you can buy any equipment you need, reagents, anything like that. But you start with 0 gold so that you have to make money throughout the
Yeah.
thing.
Yep.
Basically, like, instead of classically, like, hey, like, I come from a family and they gave me this gear and now I'm going to start adventuring. It's my family paid my tuition. I showed up at the university. The university gave me the
Outfitted me,
gear
yes.
I need to
Yeah.
start. And then now we're, yeah.
Of course, you can have gear coming into the university. It's not that big a deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just like you're not walking in laying out gold pieces.
Oh,
and
that
buying
is true.
everyone drinks.
Garen starts the day with 2 levels of exhaustion because he had to clean all of the students' dorms.
all the dorms.
Ouch.
Poor guy. Is that everything then?
I think that's pretty much everything. Yeah, we're going through classes. We're looking at secret. Like, we'll go through the list of secrets in a second. But it's pretty short so far.
Yeah. And then real quick, I'm going to do Meta's job for him and promote Dogpound Expo, which is November 8th through the 10th of this year. Very big charity event, speed running 72 hours for the charity To Write Love on Our Arms. If you know runners, contact them, see if they want to come in. That'd be great. And also just make sure to watch it. It's a
Thank
lot
you,
of fun.
Goji. I did forget.
No problem,
Oh,
Meta.
also a good point. If you park a phone or a tablet or some shit in the video stream, you collect points, and there's some shit that you can do on stream, like re-rolling a nat 1. I think can happen technically twice in a stream with the way I said it. You can give a player inspiration or an anti-inspiration. There's a couple of different things. They're somewhat useful. All right. Then with that, we're going to say that it is the morning. And let me get here. And the 2 brand new students have arrived at their dorms. completely ignorant of how many different people have. This is becoming a little bit like a Defense Against the Dark Arts situation with this dorm at this point. But not to worry at all. We have our new friends here. Go
Sorry.
ahead, knock on the door. However you wanna start things.
Oh, okay. You put our characters in there. I
Yeah, I
didn't-
did that just
I
for
wanted
your
to do that.
convenience.
But you.
They're at the bottom middle.
I
Fine.
found them. Okay, I can move her. Okay.
Yep.
I couldn't move either anyone else, but I guess it makes sense I can move me. Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. That's cool. Well, wait. Is this our dorm?
Yes, it is. You are at the entrance to the door. So like it's like you go in, you have the common areas, and then you have individual rooms inside of the dorms.
Okay, I don't knock. I just come in. It's my dorm room.
Okay.
Do I know which room is mine?
There are 2 empty rooms, you know, from the admissions counselor. However, what rooms are who belongs to who is determined by, you know, who grabs them and who takes them. No official rooms.
Well, Tivion thinks that's super rude. He'll just wait and look for a door handle to knock.
I'm just walking. If I see someone, I'm gonna talk to them.
Hello?
Hey, what's up? You guys
Who
have
are
an empty
you?
space for me, I hear.
Oh, okay. Good to know. Good to know. I was a little worried there that you would either kill us or something.
You should lock the door then.
Darren, did you lock the door?
What?
You came in last. Did you lock the door after you?
I'm,
It's all right, big fella. It's all right. No worries.
I'm gobsmacked.
Wait,
I'm tired. I do not remember.
we were told we were told we're gonna have new roommate. Like,
Yes, we were.
I mean, like I understand this place is a bit weird. Like it is a bit weird, but like people are gonna come and kill us. Like that would not look good on entrance exams.
You say that. You say that. But it's happened before. Not to me, but to a family I knew back in EMEA. Some guy walked in, killed one of them, walked out. No one ever heard a thing.
At university or like in
Oh no, just a noble family.
yeah, that's I think it's nominally different.
Vinny opens the front door. Are you also here?
Hi, my name's Tivion. You can use my whole name. I'm looking for a room.
Yeah, come on in, TVM. Thanks. And he holds the door open for you.
I love how Vinny, probably
I
the
hand
rudest
him
of
my
the
coat.
characters, is the welcoming party.
You hand him your coat.
Yep.
Oh,
What do you want me to do with
so,
this?
So
Wherever
just
you
to
guys
let
put the
know,
coats.
Okay. Sets
the bedrooms that are open now are like it's gonna be straight through like this hallway, like just straight through, and then there's another one up here. This like right here, and yeah, like things are pretty chill here. I got some weird rumors for people, but when we're all woken up a little bit, but like, yeah, like you guys throw your shit down, like just chill for a second, and let's come back together in 5.
Awesome.
I'm
Oh, I guess you're
I'm
taking
Garen, by the way.
Yeah.
It's,
I'm shouting through the doorway that my name is Toyblade. Loudly.
Nice to meet you.
There's a lot of clanking.
I'm sitting back down in this very comfy looking couch.
Matter, you're muted.
Also, anything on the map, as Kyle is doing, can be interacted with. Even if I didn't plan for it to exist, you can still interact with it because it exists on the map, so it exists in the game.
How do you make those circles pop up?
You just
Just
click
down
and
the
hold.
mouse.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. Okay.
Actually, while they're getting comfortable, can I check in on the plants up here? Or have they grown? Have they come to like full fruition? Because you said that the lily pads have healing properties, but they need
don't
a few days to.
Yeah, I'll say that the lily pads have matured at this point.
Okay, so while they're chilling, can I like pick those and like store them?
There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tell me which ones you pick and make a medicine roll for each.
Oh, okay. Say we pick the 3 biggest ones, and then
We'll go with this. I'll use the ruler. It's easier. We'll go with these 3.
we're
Yeah,
doing
order.
this the ghetto way.
All
Dude,
right.
I wasted too many good rolls on that. Like that's
Well,
horrible.
you managed to gather all 3 usable dosages from all 3, and you are able to not mess them up, and they are able to continue propagating as well.
Cool.
So you kind of like did it just right and properly to pull off and still let them grow. So they are going to, you can just call them the green lily pad herb, and if prepared properly, will heal 3 HP over 3 rounds if eaten with a bonus action.
So do they need to be prepared, or can they just be eaten because they were harvested correctly?
You would have to prepare them, but it's a pretty low cooking check to just, cook them down.
Okay. Sorry, we can continue with the story.
Absolutely.
If anyone's nearby my room, they've heard me interact with every single instrument you can see on there.
Are you a musician?
In my spare time.
That's nice. That's nice.
Do you guys like bagpipes?
I don't think I've ever heard bagpipes before.
Oh dear.
Well, get used to it.
Oh, oh. Vincenzo Dantes, it's a pleasure to meet you. Both of you.
You too. How long have you guys been here? I guess I'm kind of late, huh?
Couple days.
Oh, okay.
You're not the doorman?
No. I'm not the doorman.
Oh.
We don't have those.
Oh.
This is an expensive university, but it's not that expensive.
Character question: do we have the means to lock the doors to our dorm?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, but they would have had keys, so that's why I didn't
yeah,
challenge
that's
them.
Yeah. Oh god.
And
Okay.
then we're so tired not to lock the doors anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys did have a pretty traumatic day, I'm pretty sure, so.
Hey, everyone, hold on. Come. Give me a second. Actually, give me a second. Dorbra is gonna like wander up, and like reopen the door and grab the list of secrets. And wander back. Okay. Hold on. So, funny story. I was at breakfast the other day, and I heard like one of those bug people. That sounds rude. It sounds very whatever. It's
Thrycreen. They're called Thrycreen.
Thrycreen.
Yes.
Give me a sec. I gotta write that down. I will never remember that in my entire life. I'm sorry. I grew up in the woods. So Thrycreen and some other person. I wish I knew who. It doesn't matter. They literally said, "Listen to this. They're having difficulties smuggling the goats out because the farmers are noticing them going missing."
What do
Okay,
you
like
think
I.
we're using the goats for?
That's yeah. We just showed up here and like, why are they stealing goats? And like, here's what I'm curious about. Where are these goats? Like, if you guys see any goats, like, we need to figure this out because it's hilarious. And then I'm gonna add to the document, Benny, if you could do like if you had it readily available, that other students have been stealing goats from local farmers.
What beautiful order. What?
So these are the secrets.
That is unacceptable behavior. They should be punished. Alright.
If I'd have known
As-
goats were such a big deal, I would have brought one.
Oh gosh, goats! No! Anything but goats.
You can make a lot of products from goat's milk.
That was out of character. Meta knows why I said that.
I don't.
You do. Don't you remember Voltaire got caught stealing a goat? And there was a whole court case about it in which he
Yeah.
lost because they took a plea deal. And
Oh yeah.
oh my god.
I don't remember half the stuff Voltaire did, unfortunately, except that he killed a few children.
He did do that. That was very, very important character development.
So like back on story. Okay, so that's been added. I think that do we have any major secrets other than the alchemist lab we found in the kitchen and the fact other students are stealing goats? This is like a general question. If anyone else has notes, that's all I have in my notes.
I don't know if Whimsy and what's her name are officially and publicly known to be an item together. So that might
Fair.
be a secret we're trading on if you guys chose to. What's her name? Let me look.
Dashira.
Kira.
Yeah, Lady Kashira, and then
Also a good thing to, if you guys need to reference, you should be able to go into university NPCs and go to students and teachers and open those up. And you won't be able to see like any details if you open up their sheets, but you should be able to see all of the different students that exist in the school, along with little teeny pictures of them. So you may be called upon to help find some of them when we meet them in the game.
okay.
But that might help you with reference and such if you need those.
Yeah. That and you wanna know what? Like, I'm not gonna be too greedy with secrets. I'm also gonna explain the book to Twayblade and Tevian.
More, because, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot who was speaking, who gave the update earlier about what happened when you got the book, but like, more information than that.
Yeah, so basically, I think it still sticks to my hands, but the first time I picked up the book, it asked if I wanted to wield this weapon, and I put it down like, I'm not this like spellcaster, or like I don't want like a book weapon. But then I told a mage that like this was a thing, and then he picked it up and it just stuck to his hands and like messed him up. Like they had to tear it out of his hands. He took damage to get it removed. It was like nothing. Like I'm the only person who can pick it up and put it back down, and it does stick to my hands. but if I put it back down on its pedestal, it releases. Whereas with anyone else, it just glues itself to their hands.
No, you took it and it created a clone of it. Everyone else, if they pick it up, it sticks to their hands, and if they put it back down, it gets rid of it.
Okay, but if they pick up the original,
yeah, it sticks
just
to their
sticks
hands.
to their hands, and they can't get it off.
No, they can put it back on the pedestal. And
No,
no, I think when Garen put it back on the pedestal, it let go.
that was if I
Because he
remember
ripped it off of Whimsy's hands, and then it got stuck to his hands.
Yeah, I think the pedestal
okay.
discovery may have been after the first ripping off, and then they figured out that there was an easier
Okay.
way to accomplish this.
Yeah.
But the book did still stick to my hands. The only thing is, it's
Yeah.
I'm the only one it's ever spoken to
Or duplicated
That we
itself
know of.
for.
or duplicated itself.
Because
for.
when
Okay.
other people sticks to their hands, it does not duplicate itself.
Yeah.
Okay. So I explained that. So that is a book in the entrance. So presumably before you showed up, you got some
Oh,
kind
and
of.
it has a blue aura.
Okay. But that exists in the entrance hall. Oh, I know the book's on the map right now.
Yeah.
At least it is on
It was.
Twitch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just disappeared.
yeah. I don't have it right now. It is not something I currently have in my possession.
Yeah, this was just a,
Indication of it, yeah.
So
Yeah,
what did it say when you read it?
Oh, I've read none of it.
All right.
Yeah, that I feel like every couple sessions more information's going to come out of the book as I deal with it at night. But as of right now, I've heard nothing from it, read nothing from it other than do you want to wield this weapon?
Oh, also, because we always
Okay.
forget, and I bet we forgot, did we do character descriptions for everybody around the table?
No, we haven't.
Look, I remembered for once.
Yippee!
I'll start with Dorbar because he's on the left side here.
A little gnome with pink hair. I'm absolutely adorable. I'm a map maker and an adventurer and the greatest creature to ever exist.
And we'll... That's the Dorbar. Okay, and then Garen.
Gary is just like a giant dragonborn with red eyes and you can see like a sword on his back, leather armor. And he's trying to become a paladin, just like the dwarf who raised him.
Alright,
But
and...
also got some other goals that you'll find out later. Oh, sorry.
Vinny is a tabaxi catman. He's dressed very finely, you know.
Like a doorman.
vest. You can't do that, meta. Oh, I'm trying to explain my character. Yeah, dressed very finely, you know, vest, tie, very formal. He wears a long coat, gloves.
Keep the dust
And
of the
he's
street
from-
off.
Yeah, he's from Emir. He's a noble. Very fast talking, fast paced man.
And then Twayblade.
She's a dwarf. She has sort of like very sturdy, well worn but good quality gear on. She's probably a little bit older than. She's like maybe past her early youth for a dwarf, and she came in with a whole bunch of gear, but now she doesn't have that's on her room. Yeah, I don't know what else. I mean, that picture.
I think you nailed it.
All right. So, can you guys hear me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Tivian's got a rapier, medium armor, His overall demeanor is very dark, quiet. His hair's over his eyes. He's just a very stoic individual. Is about all you can read out of him.
All right. So, I guess we'll do the usual roll, especially until we get the like regional map. Or actually, we could go to the library. Actually,
You do have
all right.
breakfast. You do have
Yeah,
to eat
hungry.
meals,
Romar's
otherwise
gonna
you take
suggest we go to
exhaustion.
breakfast.
Oh yeah, let's go to breakfast,
Mhm.
please.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
breakfast sounds great always. I love food.
Garen, you need like a pick-me-up or something? You seem
Yes.
really tired. Oh,
I was-
let's see what they have.
I had to clean a lot of dorms last night as a punishment.
Eat spicy food. Spicy foods picks you up. Let's get breakfast.
He's a dragon, though.
Jorbar just
Oh
like
my-
pushes the door open and keeps walking because he's now thinking about spicy food and is excited to eat.
Wait up, wait up.
And you guys can just talk to each other as you're walking through the halls while I get the room set up real quick.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah, so like classes have been kind of fun, right? Like
Combat
You wanna
magic
know
was
what-
alright.
you wanna know what? It's
But-
so funny how much stuff has gotten blown up or destroyed or people have
Yeah,
gotten
did
stabbed
you
so far.
hear about that? Someone, okay, you guys are new here, but apparently a group of weirdos, absolutely, there was a kobold, another kobold, and Aarakocra, some nerd apparently, they blew up the kitchen. And we weren't there, we heard about it though, and they had to repair the kitchen, so that's why there's new stuff in the kitchen apparently.
Yeah, it's been like 4 days and someone already figured out a way to blow up the kitchen. Like the most important part of the entire, like it's not actually the
Yeah.
most important, but like we're all here to learn. I'm here to learn, but like
But
it's,
we need
it's
to
pretty
eat.
important.
Yeah. If when like, apparently they threw flour on a grease fire. Who does that?
Everyone knows you should smother it.
Yeah.
I'm glad that it's all fixed up though, because I'm taking cooking and I'm assuming that happens in the kitchen.
I'm not sure where cooking happens.
You think so? Do I have cooking? Let me. Yeah, I do. I haven't attended
There
it
is a
yet.
cooking
That's-
classroom,
well,
thankfully.
Oh, there's a whole classroom for. There's from where
it's cooking and survival. It's not
Yeah.
just cooking.
Well, cooking is survival because you march on your stomach.
Yeah. See,
True.
this go. I like this. I can get behind this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like we march on our stomach.
We got some smart fellows here with us.
Yeah, like this is. We haven't done anything stupid at all. Oh, except for the dude who turned into a goat.
What the heck? It
Dude,
was a
that
sheep.
you?
Yes, that was.
Yeah, that was.
I
Alright,
had
that
no
was-
control of it. All right.
That was a mistake. All right, it was a mistake. Okay, that was a mistake, but it was funny. Yeah, Vinny turned into a goat. But okay, let's
Sheep.
get
Back
It
in
was
the room.
a sheep.
It was a sheep. I'm glad Garen could pick you. That's right. Garen picked you up and carried you.
Garen's our big, strong best friend. All right. I would trust this. I've known this man for 3 days. I trust this man. I trust him. He's a good man.
Well, it's good that you did sheep, because if I understand the old wisdom right, sheep go to heaven, goats go to hell.
That actually is very good to know. I would not want to go to hell. Hermes is from. You haven't met him. He's been pretty tired. But he's from there.
Yeah, it's
Heaven?
Is he a goat?
no.
No.
It's just a good. Like he's trying to do better. Like he's trying to. I think. I'm pretty sure he's trying to do better.
He's a pretty good guy. He might lack a little table manners, but
No, like the idea of sharing thoughts and ideas was his, which seems weird for someone from the underworld. But like, you know, it's cool. Oh, okay, we at breakfast. Like, I'm gonna go get some of this fish. The fish is the best part. Like, let me get on this before anyone else does.
Definitely microwave that fish.
Hey, Meta.
Yeah,
Does coffee exist in the? Does coffee exist?
I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah.
Does the cafeteria sell coffee?
They don't sell anything, but they have beans.
Not sell.
They have coffee beans.
They have coffee beans. Do you want to try and make some coffee?
Yeah, Garen's gonna try to make some coffee.
Roll 2 cooking checks?
Is that survival?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Oh
not
god, I
sarcastic.
have
Yeah, that's, I had
disadvantage.
to think about it.
A disadvantage, but here we go.
Oh, good luck, Koji in general. Do you realize you lost Dragonheart?
Yeah.
This coffee is not gonna be good.
Okay, well you did a horrible job of grinding and preparing the beans, but you did a passable job of like the other half and like steeping and getting it together. So while you're like picking chunks out from between your teeth, it's, you know, like I'd say like Holiday Inn continental breakfast level of coffee that you're able to make, but with, like I said, chunks of beans that you kind of have to fit out.
Does this help with exhaustion at all, or?
You get 1 out. The first hour of your next class, you can take 1 less exhaustion, but for the next hour after that, you have to take 1 additional.
Oh god.
And Tway Blade, did you have?
Well, I wanted to ask, do you do help? Could I have helped him?
Yes, you could have.
That would have made it standard, which means
But
'Cause-
only if I'm proficient, right?
yes.
Yes.
I gotta get. Takes me a while to move around the
It
menu.
seems like a lot of characters.
No, it takes a long time to get used to the menus in this.
Yeah.
So she helps me. Does that make a 3 and a 20 then, or?
Well,
that's
I'm not
reasonable?
proficient in survival though, so
yeah.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, but you'll get the hang of Roll Toy. It is kind of an archaic system, but once you get the hang of it, it's not too bad.
Well, I'm kind of tempted to just print my character sheet at this point.
I mean, if you want to do manual rolls, you are more than welcome to.
But yeah, I'll say every player, when they've started, it's been rough for the first 2 to 3 sessions, and then you just like it clicks and it gets easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dorbar is obsessed with harissa fish with extra Calabrian chili. That is what he's doing.
Vinny's gonna grab some roast chicken and kind of shred it up with a pair of forks, and then put it in a tortilla with some cheese, just for his breakfast.
All right, so you gotta cook that first.
Oh, there's no chicken out.
No.
Oh man.
So, quick question.
Yeah.
I wish this character right here. Did I get her name in class yesterday?
Goggles.
I have no idea. You if you don't remember, then you don't unfortunately remember.
All right, that's fine.
I know what her name is, but
that's absolutely fair.
That should not have been an advantage. What
wait.
did I get first? Oh, a 17. I'll
you're
take
fine.
that.
Yeah, you picked it up.
Because
fine.
I have student
Yeah.
records, can I roll to see if I remember her name?
You can, use one of those record rolls that I gave you for that. Yes.
Yeah.
We make up systems to accommodate all kinds of stuff here. So he got a weird thing where he got like 5 different like rolls where he can roll for like student knowledge, based on some records that he found hidden in a secret room.
I believe it was 8, but yeah, I've already used 2.
Well, yeah, I didn't know how many there were, so.
Yeah. So, what's the actual roll, or is it just a D20?
Yeah, it's just a D20. Well, no, wouldn't it be? It would be history, right? Yeah, history.
Oh, okay.
Oh, also good general rule: if you don't write it down, it didn't happen. That's just a good rule because I'll forget.
History. Oh, all right. 16.
Yes, her name is Abby. Let me see if there is anything. How do I open your character sheet here? Oh, there we go. And see with a 16, if there's, let me see if there's anything I will give you. And she's known for using a whip in combat.
I'm gonna like go up while she's ordering breakfast and be like, "Hey, you gonna be in melee combat again? Like, it'll be fun winning you the day again."
Oh, I'll be in combat for sure, but I think I might see if we can get dispensation to spar together in that class.
We'll see. I spar who I will, but I do enjoy your presence. And then like he's just gonna like saunter off and look behind him, but like not heed anything she might say.
She just kind of looks at you and shakes her head and walks out back to her table with the other two.
Yeah. All right.
You a smooth talker there, Dorba?
No. No smooth, no talking. Just, you know what? She was rude to me, and I want to rub it in her face. Like
Okay.
she doesn't have any control over me. I'm gonna get some carrots. And then Dorbar goes grabs some carrots.
Absolutely.
Twayblade is looking to see if this is a wet or a dry campus.
There's absolutely alcohol.
Okay.
They're
What
right
kind?
there, actually.
These barrels.
Yep.
She's like taking a lot of notice of these and tasting, and she's not like drinking a lot, but she's like investigating this setup pretty closely.
It's like a 7 out of 10 for the ale, and for the clear, like hard spirits, it's kind of like an 8, 8.5. Not too bad. Like you're talking like maybe not Grey Goose, but like the Costco brand that kind of tastes like Grey Goose.
Okay. Okay, cool. So
It's
yeah.
Kirkland brand.
She'll just gather up, I don't know, a bunch of stuff, I guess, to eat.
Absolutely.
And wait for someone she knows to sit down. Oh, I see Vinny's down there. She'll go sit with him.
Yep. All right. Tavian?
If TVN can just pick up like 2 rolls, put them in his pocket, and then go sit at a dark table and eavesdrop as much as he can. That's all he
Absolutely.
wants to
Choose
do.
a dark table. There's people scattered throughout, so. Also, a good reminder for everybody, we do cut at 5. So what you accomplish in a session is what you accomplish in a session.
For all the better time zone people or central time, that's 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have a little less than 2 hours.
Yes, 1 hour
Yeah.
and 15 minutes. Yep. It's always a good reminder. I just always like to remind you, especially since it's a new.
So we don't just
Yes, it's you get 1
faff
day
about.
per day.
Mhm.
Until we get into the swing and everyone remembers.
Yeah. Isn't it the first month is played out and then you're changing it from
in the
there?
first month, it's 1 day to 1 day. In the second big arc of the campaign, it's probably gonna be something different. Maybe like 1 day for like a week or something like that. But we'll figure out. It's gonna exponentially increase as you get through. Kind of like Harry Potter did. They realized that no, you cannot focus that much on one school year every single movie or book. I mean, I suppose.
Yeah.
It accelerated real quickly.
Hmm.
Anyways, I sound like I'm basing this off of Harry Potter. Trust me, I'm not. This is a fucked up university. It's blown up 3 times in like 4 episodes.
Well, that's because
That is Harry Potter.
There-
Basilisk in the pipes, troll in the bathroom
damn it.
that gets attacked like every other
Simpsons
week.
did it.
Yeah.
I don't know
X-Men,
the term
you-
players, but there might be players who we haven't experienced who aren't that smart all the time.
Yeah. Well, I don't know anything about that, honestly.
No,
I'm
no.
clueless.
Yeah,
Who could know anything?
you don't contribute to that at all.
Yeah, I don't contribute to any chaos.
All right, Dorbar is going to like lean up against this wall with Twayblade and Vinny
Okay.
while he eats.
We will go. Garen, you want to establish you, and then we'll kind of flip around the room to who's who.
Oh, sorry, what?
Decide what you're going to do or sit or participate in, and then we will kind of flip around to different groupings.
I'll
They're
be
just
right back.
gonna
Second too,
put,
sorry.
Yep.
they're just gonna cook some bacon eggs real quick before finding a seat. Yeah,
Are
he's
you
gonna
cook
sit
the
with
bacon and
TV on.
eggs?
Oh yeah, I'm cooking them first. Oh.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
oh.
yeah, I'm gonna do it. Unless if they already come pre-cooked.
No, they don't. All ingredients. I mean, you could choose to eat only raw ingredients. I mean, it is purely role play. You could survive on the list of raw ingredients. But
it's
if you want to
probably
play
not
as a
a-
character,
He is a dragonborn, you know.
He doesn't eat raw ingredients, though.
yeah, he's not a vegetarian. No.
Oh yeah, he's gonna try and cook the eggs and bacon despite being really tired and things could go horribly wrong. That's survival, right?
Yep. Hey,
And
you're fine.
is it just
You're like a
No
decent,
food
like an
poisoning.
IHOP. Like maybe not like a good IHOP, but like an IHOP that you go to because they're close by.
Hmm.
I know these are the most riveting descriptions that you've been waiting for from a DM forever, isn't it? Right?
And they're just gonna sit with the rest of the group.
Hope you weren't promised the best quality. All right, we'll go to Tavion first since Kyle is out of his chair. Tavion, who are you choosing to listen in on?
Whoever's kind of close by, that sounds.
You got these two people
Interesting.
talking.
Yeah, that's fine. That'll work for me.
And then you will roll perception, I believe.
And that is definitely something I will know how to do.
If
Hang
you
on
go
a
into
second.
your character sheet.
I'm working that.
Oh, okay.
Character sheet.
Yep.
You said perception?
Yep, it'll be under the skills thingy.
Yep,
Just- Yep.
Just click it and it auto
it'll do its
rolls.
thing, Yep. 14.
Hey.
All right, so we're gonna play the game we play because that's what we do. So everybody who is not Tavion, mute and deafen your Discord, and then in the game chat I will put in when you guys come back because Tavion is separate from you guys.
know that this would make a thing.
No, this is just a common. This is just.
I did it. It's a button.
I mean, she might have to actually like put her fingers in her ears at this point.
We're doing headsets.
That noise canceling turned up to 11, but yeah. So Kyle, you gotta mute deafen.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, so let me pull up the character sheet. So the one on the bottom. Also, all of these were named by my wife, and I.
Awesome.
Also, I realized I was trying to say this is not Harry Potter. But thank you very much, Andrea, for this one. This the bottom one in the black robes is named Snape.
Snape.
God damn it. Thanks.
Awesome.
And you determined that the one in the top is named Sabrina.
Snape and Sabrina.
Yes. And oh god, I just realized I'm missing my plot tablet. 1 second. Be right back.
Yep.
Alright, we're gonna have you roll your first thing of luck.
Oh. Character sheet.
right, and let me look at luck. You hear them talking and whispering about how for some reason whatever they were trying to do some kind of magic, and you can barely make it out, but it's something about goblins kept popping out of a circle or something, and that's all you're able to hear from them.
Cool.
All right, let me go here. Everyone back. All right. I'm just editing the character sheets of the characters to try and keep up with what I tell you about.
General's not back yet.
Oh yeah, I'm still
Yeah.
updating
There's
this
his.
anyways.
There
so-
we go.
There we go. Now they're updated. All right. I think we have everybody back. And now we go over here to Vinny, Twayblade, Dorbar, and Garen, who are going to get some time together to talk about things.
Oh, this is good.
Boyblade, like, it's nice meeting you. Like, I'm glad, like, you're here. Like, what's been your deal? Like, I'll ask Tavian when I get a chance. But what interests you? What makes you you?
It's a little bit early in the morning for these types of questions.
I get okay. You said you play mute but if you had a dream.
When you
What's
wish
your
upon a
dream?
star, you know. That
Oh wow. Well, I've never really thought about it that way. I mean, I'm just here to expand the opportunities for my family's business.
Oh,
And-
okay. What does your family do?
Oh, we make beer and other alcohols.
Oh, that's the best thing you can do. Well,
Yeah.
Out of where?
Hmm.
What are you
besides
doing?
it,
I mean,
But-
any ingredient you can think of.
But where?
Oh, I don't know the geography of this landscape, so I can't tell you that.
Are you a dwarf?
Yep.
All right, then it's probably on
You're
the
a
dwarven
hill
continent.
dwarf, though, right?
The
No,
hill
we
dwarves
don't live
moved.
underground.
Yeah, the hill dwarves moved to the rest of the dwarves. Remember, they left Clastow. I don't know what's going on with Clastow because that's one of the
Oh.
cities that.
years ago.
Yeah, so you would probably
a
live
map
in
now.
the Dwarven Citadel of Moradin, was where you probably would have come out of. The hill dwarves lived there. Or you could have come from Baelin, which is kind of like
Oh,
a
yeah.
melting pot. Think of it like
True.
just everybody from everywhere. Just there's a little bit of everybody,
Mhm.
every race, every creed, every sect. It's kind of like somebody who's playing collect 'em all for the city.
Yeah. They
Or-
left.
if you wanted-
It's pretty rural because we grow all of our own ingredients to go into the beer. So the wheat and all of the products that we use to
I'm thinking
Ferment for-
Iveron, the lumber town, which is an offshoot, like a rural town,
Baelon?
like a logging town off to the side of Baelin. So you would have the hill dwarf connection, but you'd also be off in the middle of nowhere in the Verdansk forest.
yeah, sure, yeah.
Let's go with Iveron. That's your hometown.
Okay, Iveron.
Yep.
Oh, Iveron. That's an offshoot of Baelon. Interesting. I didn't know they did that out there.
Yeah, when the conditions are right, you can get grain that is just perfect. But we've got to expand. So I'm just here to find open markets and ingredients that we can maybe use to improve our craft and yeah,
Hey, if you're ever in EMEA,
sell some to you.
I'm from a noble family. I got connections.
Yes. She's very clearly thrilled by that.
I'm gonna take a quick leak.
Is that a
Or
bathroom?
Yep, those are two bathrooms
Yes.
there.
They are bathrooms. I am aware that they are bathrooms.
Dorbar is like, once that conversation ended, is gonna see if he can kind of hear something back from here. Like leaning against the wall, like it's not like he is super going all out on eavesdropping, just like if he happens to hear something
Roll
while
perception
not
at disadvantage.
okay. Dorbar. Oops, sorry. Hold on 1 second. I got it. I gotta remember how to toggle disadvantage.
Should be up at the top of your sheet. 3 buttons.
Yep. Thank you.
No problem.
So 12? Or... Oh, no, 6. So,
6. So, no.
Wait. This is weird.
You hit disadvantage, and then you rolled again. And so it acted like you were rolling a brand new roll, and it took the 12. If you just rolled again, then we could have done it, but it's not a big deal.
Yeah, 6 and 19, so it's still a 6, yeah.
Yeah, because we always treat the left roll as the standard roll
Yep.
in advantage or disadvantage.
Not that it matters,
Did I
because
roll
the
a
6
3
took
the
priority.
first time?
Do that.
You rolled a 3, then you added another.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
So-
Yep. So yeah, unfortunately, with the din, Garen's just kind of eating a little bit loud. He's kind of chewing sometimes with his mouth open a little bit, maybe. And you can't hear anything.
Yeah,
You hear in your head a very quiet, what are you listening to?
Dorbar, like, looks around, like... A little...
Eyelid's making really hard eye contact.
Do I need to, like, do a perception roll to figure... Because, like...
No, I'm not.
is-
Yeah, I'm still at this table.
No, I get you.
Oh,
Like,
no,
is
I was just
Dorbar,
dramatic
like...
effect.
Yeah, no, it's right. I'm like right in his face.
Exactly.
So he doesn't know, and, like,
That's a you
he's
call.
had the
You
book
can
talk
totally
to him, and...
roll like a roll to see if how you want to role play it. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll perception, if you're okay, just, like, straight, and see if I
Yeah.
recognize what's going on.
Yeah. I mean,
And I'm still at
that seems like a
disadvantage.
good enough roll. It seems like you would
Yeah,
catch
A
yeah.
nat 20. Only a nat 20.
that. Yeah.
You know.
So, like, I look at Tway, like, I get a perception, and then I'm just like, oh, sorry, I didn't hear anything. Like, I just ADD. Like, is AD. I got distracted for something. But, like, yeah, I'm sorry if I didn't hear you or nothing.
Are you just speaking out loud normally?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, she just shrugs.
There's silverware in the bathroom.
Gross.
I don't know why. It's
Weird.
clean, too. I don't know why.
So, have we kind of gotten through breakfast?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry,
Is there anyone-
Davion, come back. Shit. That's about enough time for that.
What?
You
Do what?
you can come back to the table if you want now. You've about enough time has elapsed.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Or
He's
you can
very
go
busy
do
being
something
cool.
else. Like you don't have to go back to the table.
It looks pretty crowded at the table.
He's
Deviant will
busy
probably
being
just...
cool.
Yeah. He'll just stay there.
Okay. Do you want to continue to try and eavesdrop on them?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Roll, and we'll see if we need them to mute up or not. Yeah. Everyone
Cool.
can mute up again.
Hey, this reminds me of my
All right. So now I have to go and pull up the sheet again. So 1 second.
Sorry.
All right. And what they're saying, oh, yeah. You hear them say that they wish there was more about him in the books about Chaos and Cupcakes and their adventures.
Okay.
And that they don't believe that any of the Romance and Rokage series had any bearing of accuracy.
That what?
The Romance and Rokage series is very inaccurate and not trustworthy.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see. I think those are.
Yeah.
Those are good.
Never mind. Pickles are good.
What was it? No, I said I think those are. Good. Let me
okay.
see. Give you one more that would be useful, but not too crazy. They both wish they were born Dragonborn.
Cool.
All right, and now we'll flip to the other side. Go back here.
All right.
Those were good rolls. All right.
So, sorry, go ahead.
Well, back to you guys. This will be the last thing before breakfast is over, and then you guys let to kind of decide what you want to do for classes.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, Dorbar's gonna bring up classes. And like, so he heard what Twayblade said, and he's gonna be like, "Hey, like, so you're looking to like learn to cook and brew and find ingredients and stuff. Like, I could probably go to like cooking and survival today. Like, you don't like let's go to like I'll walk you there. Like, it'll be your first class."
Cool.
Anyone else want to join us? He's gonna like lean over the wall to like these three people and be like, "Hey, we're doing cooking and survival. Anyone want to join us?" So Twayblade said, "Cool." Anyone else respond?
I don't got cooking and survival, sorry.
Mm-mm.
Garen, what classes do you have? See if we got any overlap.
Well, I've got melee classes and crap. I think there's like a healing or support magic class.
There is practical magic and combat magic.
I think no combat. I'm pretty sure it's combat magic thing.
I don't have cooking.
If you go to the character thingy and you go to university NPCs and then go to teachers and open it, it'll show
Yeah.
you all the teachers' names along
And-
with what their classes are.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll give you a full list of all the classes if you need a quick reference guide.
So did anyone from the table behind us respond? Like, was anyone like, all right, like someone, it's like, we're doing this, let's do it?
Well, that's got more out of character because the classes are scheduled, quote unquote. You can't just pop into them anytime, so it's more out of character what classes you go
Oh, I thought you could pop into any class at any time. That's why we've been
No,
agreeing
there are
to them
multiple
ad hoc.
classes like per day, so you can mostly get to any class any day. But in terms of like logistics, they are scheduled in a day. So you could have like maybe there's like 2 instances of cooking or 6 instances of cooking or however many a day. You attend
No,
one of them. Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. So what I'm saying is, if I yell back to another table, were
like
any of
that.
them like, hey, like we'll go with you, or yeah, like that sounds dope.
Roll charisma.
Oh yeah.
We gotta see if you have a good roll or Skividia Ohio Riz.
Yeah, I need to turn. Sorry, that's ignore that roll. Let me do just a straight charisma roll. Oh well, that.
Apparently he is.
He's the Riz master.
Yeah, he's the Riz. I hate you, Ben.
He's the Rizzler.
No. No.
We're all cooking together, aren't we?
Oh
Like,
god.
I'm cooking. They're cooking,
Yeah.
We're all cooking.
Let's cook.
Yep, all 3 of them are going to cooking class. Let me
Dope.
go and put that in their character sheets.
This is so awesome.
Oh god. Including Abby there is going to cooking class, of course.
Of course, Goggles needs to know how to cook.
All right, who else? Anybody in the party going? Let's not.
I don't have cooking.
Oh, I don't know. We're gonna have to roll against his charisma.
This is a forcible cooking class.
to resist the urge to go to cooking class. He's just said with the anyone else want to go to cooking. He said it so artfully.
persuasive.
There's a twinkle in his eyes.
Yeah.
Like
Not
we're
saying there's
at
gonna be
breakfast, we're
drugs,
all just
but-
full of delicious food, and then it's
Cooking. Let's cook. All right.
Gardening and cooking.
Is there gardening? I didn't see gardening.
It'd probably be part of survival.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I had planned on doing combat melee.
Usually we can
But-
fit in about 2 classes a day, so.
Yeah, and I'm gonna express that I plan on going to melee combat in the afternoon.
Garen would probably join you with melee combat.
Which
I think I'd like to do practical in like the morning, and then practical magic, and then melee combat. In the afternoon.
then Vinny will return to practical magic with you.
Oh,
Right.
Is practical magic going to be in the morning then?
Yeah, so they will have a fake practical magic while you guys are having real cooking. And
Yeah.
then the people will have melee combat in the
combat.
evening while you guys have fake something else. If that makes sense.
By the way, well, Vinny
Not at
is
all.
there. He will
Okay.
apologize.
But it'll be fine.
The
Don't worry
fake
about it.
version is like out, like you get multiple classes per day.
You just say you went to
You
that
just
class,
so you
Oh.
went to the class
and you get a point.
in game, like even you get a point for it, but it like you can only we usually do 2 in session classes per day.
Yeah.
And that's how we kind of level them. So
Yeah.
is everybody in at least one real class today?
I'm fine without being in one. I don't. I can sit back and watch. I'm in another session anyway. So.
I now love it, but I'll deal with it. Maybe you could guest into the cooking class.
He's just sitting there.
Taste testing.
There's no reason you couldn't invite a guest along, I suppose. Does anybody want to invite him for cooking? Or do you
I
want to
just-
roll against Thorvar, see if you get dragged along with the urge to be a guest?
No. Like, just run with it. Just be like, hey, Finn, I know you're not in cooking. Like, I'm sorry, you might miss a class, but come on, everyone's going to cook. Like, I'm sure there's an extra chair. Like, just.
Or do you want us to roll
I don't
against?
need to go to practical magic.
No, Vinny does not need to go to practical
I'll
magic.
come with you.
Charisma save?
Cooking.
Yeah, I rolled a 9.
All right, hang on.
Well, I only did it because I wasn't in a real class.
Yeah, you don't have
if
to.
you don't want to.
You don't have
Yeah,
to. Like
if
it's
you
just
don't want to come to cooking.
But if you
want to
roll for the comical effect, then absolutely you're allowed. You go ahead. It's
No,
your
you don't.
character.
Click it.
I did.
It is. How do you make it a save versus a?
It'll be in the
Oh, it
top
says.
left, and it'll be under the saving throws box, which is just above your skills to the right of all your stats.
Okay.
And you just click on it, and it'll say it's a save.
I wonder if we should just allow, and maybe you don't have to take specific classes, but you can take any class when you do, but you get, at the end, you have to reach a certain threshold of points to pass a class, and you're not sure what that threshold is.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Let's make
Like-
that change. Goji, could you put a coherent version of that into chat, and I'll pin it?
Yeah, sure. I can.
Doesn't have to be right now, but does that make sense? Toyblade and Tavian?
Sure.
I think so.
You don't have to choose your roster of classes. You can choose a different class every time we play, or each time, or even for your classes, but you accumulate points from each of those. And if you don't accumulate enough points, you can't pass a class. There's no, like, downside for not passing a class, but you don't get any benefits, bonuses, whatever. You don't get credit for it. You can't take an advanced version, blah, blah, blah. I think that'll help with the role play side and getting everybody into classes together a lot better.
Also, I'd like to do combat magic for the smite, not for the smite spells, but practical magic is gonna be good for healing and other stuff.
Yep.
I don't know what to choose.
Well, you get multiple
My
classes a
paladins
day,
and-
so...
Yeah, and you can be in any class you want.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do practical magic today.
Would you like to also be in the combat class? Because that'll be in real person class. Yeah, you are, right? In the evening? Yeah.
Yeah, in the melee combat class in the evening.
Okay. Let's go find my cooking classroom. You guys can talk to each other at the table while I prepare that room.
Off to cooking class.
Well, not yet.
I'll
Not
guess
for a
we'll
little
come
bit.
through.
You got to finish eating or something. I don't know. Just give me a moment to put it together.
So, Tavian, why do you find yourself at this fine establishment?
That's an excellent question. I don't know why Tavian does. Hang on. Oh, I think Tavian takes a moment, thinks, and he says, I understand there are dark things in this school. And that's all you get out of him.
Yeah, but
Interesting.
there's kind of dark things everywhere. Like, I grew up like in the middle of a forest, and like
Wow.
no big deal, and like whatever. But like there were these runes, and everyone was like, "It's so dark," and like I explored it a lot, and like I'm not saying it wasn't, but like you just find cool stuff there, and like you can create maps, and you're like, "Oh God, there's giant spiders," and you don't want to get eaten by a giant spider, so you just avoid there, and then like that's just like what's fun about life.
Well, this is a magic school with a lot of people coming to it, a lot of attention, so there's more likely to be things here. You understand, Orba?
Yeah, but like that kinda like I don't know if you've seen like a 12-foot long spider that can blink around, but like I didn't like walk up and try and like be like, this is so cool. I was like, that's scary, and then ran away, and then just like avoided that part of the castle, and like that's
Hey, some people.
Where was that?
Don't judge
it's
people,
it's
Orba.
where I grew up. Don't like it's where I grew up. But like my point is that like the entire world's like just so interesting and full of adventures, and like why not, like we're gonna map it, we're gonna find curios and absolute wonder and learn to make the most wonderful beer and food, and oh hey, like look at, like we have a kitchen and this is awesome. Like look at this, look at it. It's real cool.
So you do find yourselves at the cooking classroom, which is located just on the outskirts of the main building, to keep it separate from the main dining hall and student excursions. You have...
That way, if somebody microwaves tuna, the whole building isn't done for. It's just this
Isn't-
room.
Napalmed.
Yeah.
Or
By the
if
way, Meta,
someone
I-
threw a flower on a fire, it's just this room, and
Yeah, it's not blow up the kitchen that everyone eats out of. But who would do something like that?
Yep. So throw yourselves on screen and I'll resize you.
Kind of group yourselves together.
Who else do we have in cooking today? Tavion, did you succumb to the lure of cooking today?
Yeah, I rolled excessively low, I feel like.
Alright, I'll pull you on and resize you. And just those three, right?
Beyblade agreed. Oh,
Oh,
she's
I'm here.
Beyblade, you're here. Where are
I'm
you?
in class, but I don't know how to make myself big.
Oh, you just... I have to
Yeah, that's a
make you big.
DM requirement. It's a little.
Just the way the game works, yeah.
annoying.
yeah.
That way, someone's like, "Oh, I become Godzilla." Actually,
I think you're the most likely of those here to say that. Maybe not in the party in the evening, but that's between you and Bossasaur. I'll let you fight it out. All right. So everyone's kind of shuffling around. It's the early, like before class starts. You see Miss Ufri. Looks like she's getting her things together and getting some supplies together, setting things out. What do you guys do?
It's ironically not a lot of sitting space. You wanna? I'm gonna like. There. It looks like there's a like ladder down to somewhere. Can I like look down there and see what I see? Is it just like a root cellar, or?
Yeah, it's just got
I noticed
barrels
that
and
too.
preserves and various cooking supplies.
Okay. Yeah, I think
Meta,
just
do you need
wandering
cool
around
demon
looking
to
at
deafen
everything.
since he's not here?
I
I think that's usually just for secrets, right? The
yeah, it's
events on the
usually for
planet aren't-
secrets. Yeah, I'm not too concerned.
Sure.
Otherwise, it'd be real boring.
Yeah.
Of just
I'm trying to find what I'm looking for here.
You wanna know what? Dorbar's gonna walk up to this. Is this chest locked?
Only one way to find out.
That is not good.
Mata, is this chest locked by chance?
Just one. Sorry, 1 second. I'm just trying to find.
Oh, you're fine.
What I'm looking for.
Yeah, Garen, I think you don't have to deafen, like, just obviously in game. Like, you don't know what happens in this class until you hear rumors, but, like,
All right.
enjoy the show. Like, we can trust each other to not
Yeah.
fully be exploitative.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
There, this might work. Oh. Why is it so hard to find kitchen ambiance? I was sounds of a busy kitchen.
It's probably too much cursing for.
Yeah.
I mean, let's try this. That works well enough. I can turn this down, I think. Okay, I give up. That'll work. There. All right. Sorry. So the chest. Let me find where you are. Over there. It is in fact locked.
Like, can I just look at the teacher, shrug, and then try and pick the lock?
Are
Can I see what he's doing?
you trying to be stealthy?
No, like, it's just...
Roll luck.
Why won't you pull up, Dorar? It looks like my session has expired.
That's good.
Yeah, let me reload roll 20 real quick.
Dorbar has expired.
His time's coming. I love the character. He's quickly becoming an asshole. He was supposed to be like neutral good, and he is just...
The book knew who it was talking to all along.
Yeah, this is weird. Like, roll 20's crashed on me.
Oh no.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah, yeah. While that's going on, does anybody else have anything they're doing?
TVN just looks really confused. Like he's not seen anything like this before. This is ridiculous.
It did the same thing to me, but I'm loading back in now.
This is one of the smaller maps too, surprisingly.
Yeah,
I guess it was on Roll20's end.
Yeah.
Then he kind of
Look.
just picks like a little piece of the turkey off and.
I know I saved luck somewhere. Where did I save it?
I think Twebit will introduce herself to a couple people. Whoever she's closest to is fine. Like, she's not targeting anyone in particular, just saying hey.
Dude, I swear, I keep adding it to, like, personality traits, and it never saves. Let me see if it's here. No.
All right. So
I don't have a luck
did you say you were
rating.
saying hi to somebody?
Oh, my session expired too.
Oh, everyone's session
To
expired.
get to my character. I mean, like, I can still move her around on the map.
I'm gonna
but
just
if I click
refresh
on
both of these because I bet you
character
they.
sheet-
Yeah, I expired too.
Yeah, roll 20 crashed.
Yep.
Huh.
I'm gonna make sure to log into Roll20 on stream for us.
Yeah.
Might want to get a.
Luckily,
a
it
block.
just has my email and it
Oh, here we go,
autofills.
okay.
So luckily,
Yeah, and I couldn't read that. And then reload that page. You have to
We
reload
all
that
need to
page too.
reload, though.
I don't know what's going. Roll20. Roll20's having a day.
yeah.
It's having a
Okay.
all about it.
I found my luck. It's +1.
Yeah.
There we go.
Uh-oh, this is gonna
So,
Yeah, I'm reloading now too.
Yeah.
Roll 20, you're great.
Roll20, the greatest.
Fresh maker.
Yeah. TTRPG platform on the web.
Yep.
I'm rolling a d20 real
We
quick.
would have migrated to Foundry or something like that a long time ago if I didn't have so many assets uploaded
Yeah.
to this damn thing.
Yeah.
That's how they get you.
Or 12?
We're gonna go where she notices, and you see her. Roll. What's your armor class?
1 second. It's making decisions.
It's thinking about
deeply.
it.
Yeah, it's...
That's why I recommend doing the pop out thing, because then you never have to load the character sheet again.
Yeah, that's good. That's what I did. Well, I would do.
Especially if you play Alpha.
Let's see what the roll is.
Yeah, I don't... Like, I keep clicking on my character, but it just pulls up a blank sheet.
Give me a second.
That would be Well, the dice roll is 18. I'm doubting it's above that at level 1.
Oh, I'm sure it's not.
So you just see her scowl at you, and you see roll perception. Well, actually, you're broken still, so you can't roll perception.
I
No,
can
no,
do it.
It just came back up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why is it still showing on disadvantage? I changed.
Make sure to
that.
hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, a 7
Yeah.
regardless, so you don't see anything, and you just feel a sharp pain in your thigh all of a sudden.
All right. Like what? All right.
Do you look at your thigh at all?
No, like
Okay.
I'll get to there, but I'm gonna be like,
Absolutely.
over like we were like I just wanted to know what we could access. Like this is supposed to be a place where we explore. I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to be a
I
jerk.
would
I
think
was just curious.
a lock is a good indication that you are not supposed to be in there unless you have a key. Well, I
I've been
do
told
share
by-
this food and my experience with everybody. Not everything is for everybody.
I get, and I love you for that. Like I've been told by a lot of people that like in this school, like finding stuff and experiencing what is beyond what's given to us is like the point of this school. So I'm really, it was just a misunderstanding. Like this was not me trying to be disrespectful, and I love you and appreciate you so much. I'm sorry,
Have you
this was
been
my first-
gardening today?
Yeah, actually I have been. And then like I'm gonna eat one of, oh, I haven't prepared it yet. I'm gonna show her the lily pads and be like, yeah, I gardened these, and if you could teach me how to like prepare them, I think that'd be so great, because like I know they can heal people, and like I'm all in on this class. I was
What kind
That's
of?
not what you meant.
You're gonna need a second ingredient if you want to dry those out and roll them up.
Oh, please tell me more.
No,
And then,
no,
like,
no, Dorma, you don't need to know that.
he's leaning up against here just so intent, like even, well, I don't know if you need like a constitution roll, but like even through the pain, he's just like doing his best to not be horribly in pain and just miserable.
I would
Baba.
suggest perhaps cleaning up my floor first. And maybe if you are a good student in class, I can teach you how to cultivate the additional plants that you need.
Okay, yeah, sounds great. He's gonna start even though he's in pain,
And blood is dripping off of his leg onto the floor
yeah, and he's a little,
as he walks. There's just bloody
like-
footprints now.
he's psychologically vindictive because like he was being a little mischievous, but he wasn't being like a total douchebag.
Tavion, you ever hear that story about the guy rolling the rock up the hill?
No.
Okay, well, it's about a guy who rolls a rock up a hill only for it to fall down the next day.
Sisyphus.
Yes, that one. Yeah, this reminds me a little bit of.
Can Tivian just like walk over to Dorbar, grab him by the arm, press to digitate up the magic on the floor, or the blood on the floor, and just whisper to him, "You're embarrassing yourself," and drag him back to the table.
You can absolutely press to digitate the blood off the floor. However, he still has the fork in there, so he is still backing more blood. Well, Dorbar, are you going to let him drag you back to the table? That's a good question.
If he can heal me too, like really, if someone can heal my leg, then I'll just.
So we
wipe
have to
up-
rip
No,
the fork
I'll
out
just-
first.
I'm just gonna wipe it up as we get back to the table, you know.
No, because I'm gonna just keep bleeding.
That's what I mean. I'm just, as it's coming out, it's cleaning as we walk back to the table.
Okay. Are you going
I
to
don't
let
have
him
any-
take you?
Well, like, I don't have any bandages. Like, I'm just gonna keep looking down at the wound and then looking around the class and be like, this was supposed to be fun, and see if anyone will help me.
You just hear a soft chuckling from around the corner. It sounds like a female voice.
I'm gonna, like, just be like, alright, I'm losing this point of class for the day, but I'm gonna, like, look at Offrey and be like, I need to go to the medic, and I'm just gonna, like, saunter out of class.
That might be best, but remember, all pain can be healed with the right gardening.
Yeah, and I'm gonna stand at the door for a little while and just, like, look at her, and then look around the class as I continue bleeding on the floor.
It can be safe, buddy. Sorry, I can't do anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not.
I love you all. You guys are all great. You guys are... Stand there for a little bit more, just bleed all over the floor.
Everyone's just kind of staring at you at this point.
You guys are all great.
And
then I'm gonna
everyone kind of
walk-
waves.
Yeah, I kind of see why Whimsy left. Hope he's doing well with whoever he's bunked with now.
Tivian looks around and is like, whose room is next to his?
I think it's mine.
Okay,
That's
good.
a good question. Let me look. Magic University. Arrival. Storm. Doorbar is next to Vinny. Yes, and across the hall from... Oh, shoot. I didn't put in the names here, but let's put those in. That would be Twayblade. Twayblade, you're across the hall. And then Tavion, you are probably the furthest away of them. I mean, technically, I guess Garen's the furthest away.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
But you're a decent distance. You're mostly safe.
Miss O'Free, what are we doing in class?
Well, you know, we were going to start with some cooking. You're gonna maybe show you how to make a wild pie out of berries and things that you can find in the woods. But I do believe maybe we should alter the lesson plan and teach you a little bit of first aid for survival. You know, just how to safely remove like arrows or other projectiles.
Or silverware.
Or silverware, God forbid you should happen to have that, you know, sticking out of you because you were trying to steal or break into other people's locked goods.
I apologize for his behavior, by the way, Miss O'Free.
It takes all kinds. It takes all kinds. Some people believe just because I teach a cooking and survival class that they can do whatever they want, but they forget to survive in the wild. You have to survive the wild. And I don't think he'd survive me. And she just smiles the most like uncannily wholesome smile, but like you can like it just doesn't seem quite right, you know?
Yeah. Okay.
So class, we have, and she goes and pulls out a big pitcher, some healing potions, and she pulls out of her pod in the center some knives and says, "Come up and take some knives. I'd like you to all practice. Please stab yourself or a partner, if you can find one willing.
Okay.
Please take some of the bandages that are over by the carrots. Practice field dressing. I would like to make sure that there is no blood seeping out of the sides or through the bandages. Once I have come around and deemed a success, I will administer some of the healing potion, and we will move on to the second lesson of the day."
Vinny's gonna take a knife.
Okay, I'm Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, walk over, grab some bandages, and then he'll, I guess, prick himself on the finger.
Twayblade's gonna see if TVN will let her cut him and practice on him.
Absolutely not.
Oh, I will. This is just such a great opportunity. I really think that I have a really steady hand, and you should definitely let me. Please. I think it's better to practice on somebody instead of yourself, so that you have better hand control. You know, I think it'll be really. I think it'll be much better this way.
Medicine check,
Maintain our
by the way, Meta.
personal space,
What was that?
and then TVN will stab himself through the hand.
Absolutely. Ufri seeing Tavion stab himself through the hand gives a little applause. Some of you are doing great so far. I love to see the enthusiasm and the commitment to the core principles. Some of you have decided to take the easy way out, and honestly are probably going to learn less than their friend who has already left.
What are you?
Okay. Well, she'll go get some stuff and go
You know what?
cut herself.
Twablade, you can practice on me.
All right.
I'm gonna first try to dress my little finger. And is that a medicine check, Meta?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you succeed.
All right, 6.
How do you make it not at advantage?
There should be. I think actually. 1 sec. Dang it! Now I gotta rejoin as GM again. I can
Steven,
fix your sheet
first,
real quick.
please roll damage for just a 1d4 from the dagger.
Roll damage. 1d.
Yeah, just roll roll space 1d4.
Oh, in the chat.
Yeah, in chat. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, I'm just calling for an ad hoc roll from here. Yeah. So you take 3 damage from the initial. You do try and dress it, but with a roll of 2, please roll another d4 of damage as you continue to bleed out profusely with a dagger inside of your hand, or pulled out with a roll of 2. I feel like you can choose to have pulled the dagger out without dressing it properly, if with a roll of 2, if you choose to have your character do that.
I was gonna try and help whoever was.
Vinny.
Yeah,
He first pricked
He
his
wants to
finger,
be
and then he's
stabbed. Then he
like,
wants to be
yeah, he's like,
stabbed.
go ahead, stab me.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead, do your worst. Well,
Where are you
maybe
going
not
to
the
stab
worst.
him?
He takes his coat off and sets it down so he doesn't get it bloodstained.
So I did 3, and I just on his on his forearm, but on the top part,
Okay.
like not on his wrist or anything, but
Yeah.
sort of mid
On his forearm. just-
forearm.
Okay. And do you try to who's going are you going to try and dress that, Vinny?
He dressed his finger all right, so he's letting Twablade take a shot at dressing.
Oh, it's very generous of you, given that you've already been insulted for your dressing by the teacher.
But I just rolled a 6, so I think that I don't know how that is.
No, you do a horrible job. It is still bleeding profusely. Please roll another d4 for damage. Tavian?
How much damage have I taken so far?
3 so far.
Gotcha.
And another 1. Do I try again? Is it a try
well, right
again
now it's
situation?
Tavion's turn, and then it'll go
Okay.
back to you. We're in initiative, sort of ad hoc
okay.
initiative, even as you guys are killing yourselves, kind of.
Steven was already pale. Walking into the class, he's definitely.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
7 damage so far, and I don't think you got that a lot of hit points at level 1. All right. No, not damage. You gotta roll a medicine again. I can't hear you. Your mic might be muted.
That mic is muted.
Yep.
No, I did roll another medicine. That was the
Oh,
three.
there it was. That was
and
a 3.
I just
Shit.
assumed that
Yeah,
I
no,
should
that's a
probably
failure.
roll.
Yeah, so that's 4 more. What are you down to? Like, oh god, yeah,
3.
you're low.
I've got 3 hit points. It's
Okay,
fine.
okay.
He's just.
It's going well. Vinny,
Yeah.
do you choose to try and bandage yourself? Or do you let Twayblade take a second attempt?
Go ahead, take another try. It's okay.
What's the worst that'll happen?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, roll 2 damage checks, please, Twayblade. 2d4. Yeah.
Really bad.
You got a nat 1. We punish all nat 1s and we reward all nat 20s.
Yeah. It's both ones, or if it's a 1 and a 2, I'm still up. Nope, that's exactly down. So as he's falling, he kind of grabs his coat and says, "Just excuse me for one."
Oh god.
So okay, so this is gonna sound. I hadn't thought I was gonna have to do this, but and this is gonna sound like metagaming, but it's not. I swear. I tried to. Oh no, wait. There it is.
We trust our players pretty much in here. Trust we don't yeah.
No,
Because
no,
honestly,
I
if you
think-
don't play honestly, you're not gonna have fun. So we're not gonna accuse you of metagaming. You're good.
Yeah.
Okay, I couldn't get my spells right. Is the
Oh, that's
thing.
fine.
So
That's fine.
I have healing word, but it doesn't actually show it correctly.
That's fine.
I can.
I clicked on it and nothing.
I can take a look, or I can have Dragonheart take a look.
Yeah. We'll
Like
fix
it just
for
says
you.
healing word. It doesn't have any of the information. But it does ask if I want to cast it, so I'm gonna cast it because I'm like freaking out.
Yeah. You've known him for less than 12 hours.
Yeah.
And he's already killed him.
Dude, the
So he
number of
gets-
TPKs that have happened in this campaign already,
This is
where
great.
people have just been
Really
Rise
bad
my
rolls
medicine.
over and over and over
There we
again.
go. Yeah,
I
that
guess
should
it's
be-
good to get the bad rolls out of the way when you guys are kids, before
Yeah,
you go
instead
on
of
those
level
big bad
20,
rolls.
and it's
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah.
oh, I accidentally rolled a nat 1. Everyone's dead.
Okay.
So you get 4 hit points back.
Do you have the
Alright.
spellcasting ability modifier?
Oh, I do.
Oh wait, no, it rolled it. It gave you 4. Yeah.
Yeah, but I have the crapperdo. God damn it. The bonus for being a follower of what's his face.
That's a good question.
Baru.
Baru.
Oh. I
You are the
have to look-
first Baru devotee
Let me
in
check.
the campaign.
Well, it's as close as I could find to like a nature kind of like growing.
Nature growing would be Elf Lady, probably.
Oh, it might be
I'm
that.
sure if I was allowed if I went on an elf.
Yeah, you can still. Yeah, she's like nature goddess too. Like mostly the races worship their people, but also like you can worship anybody as well.
Yeah.
Like you can be affiliated with anybody. So yeah, if you want it to be, you can change that retroactively.
You can also worship Baro. Like,
Yeah, you can also do that. Like we don't care.
Okay. Well, I'll just stay in borrow because I already
Yeah.
wrote that. It's +2, so he gets actually 6.
Okay.
Nice. Vinny, you're able to pop right back up.
Oh!
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. It's.
Is it?
And as he
I'm-
pops back up, Tavion, please roll medicine. You bandaged yourself successfully and the bleeding has ceased! Woo. Oh god, okay. We're gonna... what do
Have
we
I
got?
stopped bleeding from the healing word?
Yes, you have.
All right. Then he's gonna put his coat back on. It's all right. You were practicing. Everyone makes mistakes. Just excuse me for 1 second. All right.
So Ufri comes by, and says, well, it doesn't look like either of you have addressed anything properly, so no points for you. Goes to Tavion. You were, that was touch and go for a while there, wasn't it?
TVN just looks at her, looks at the giant mess, and it's just like, it didn't seem challenging enough at the start.
Well, that's a good point to keep in mind for the rest of the class. Things never quite go as you expect, as some of you unconscious, bleeding out on the floor can attest to. You know, life's
Are there
hardest
other
lessons are
unconscious
sometimes
people?
the best.
Are there other unconscious people?
Oh yes, there's a fish person unconscious on the floor. There's this lady over here unconscious on the floor. Yeah, two of the
Can we
students.
practice on them?
Absolutely. Do you want to go over to one of them?
Yes.
As she just kind of continues to go around the room. Roll medicine.
I want that point.
You not
11?
succeed on this one. As she comes past and patches it up herself. Now, for attending the class, anybody here who succeeded and got their point on top of your bonus point, you obviously get your point for attending the class. And anybody who succeeded on top of their bonus point for the class also gets a +1 check for stabilizing somebody. Period. So Tavion.
Right?
I was gonna say, just to be clear, anyone other than me, because I left, still gets a point. They just don't get a bonus point.
Yes.
You
yes.
get 1 cooking and survival class point. If you succeeded, you get 2, and you get the +1 to all stabilizing checks.
Yeah, so like when they're down and you want to stop them from dying, but you don't have a healing spell.
Yeah.
That thing. So Tavion, you get that bonus in perpetuity.
Wow.
Awesome.
Yes, your characters,
Figure
when they
out
graduate
ways to
from this
play it.
university, will have a lot of special things going on.
Gotcha.
Unless you just roll horribly for
Like, yes.
every class.
All right, so we were going to do cooking as well, but we've got like 45, so we're just going to pretend that happened.
We were gonna do melee combat.
Well, I meant like cooking as part of the kitchen like class.
Oh, okay.
But
okay.
we're just gonna move into. Well, we're not ready for melee. You guys go. You go back to the kitchen and talk to each other for a moment while I get that classroom set up. Sorry.
I'll be back in 1 minute.
Absolutely.
Oh, does that little face mean these people are passed out?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Wow.
What?
It's just a lot of bad rolls.
Yeah.
yeah. It's been an unfortunate day for a lot of you today.
A 7, a 3, a 4.
Nice job, Tavion.
A 4.
The trick was to stop the bleeding,
Yeah. Yeah.
as it turned out. This class was significantly more interesting than I thought when I had been convinced
That, yeah.
somehow
And
by
he's
that.
not even here.
He's not even here. He
He
It's just- I
left. The guy who convinced everybody to fucking go to cooking walked out in the first 5 seconds.
yeah, the most charismatic among us
Oh,
proceeded
the Rizzler.
to embarrass all of us
Absolutely.
Yeah.
and leave.
He's kind of hit or miss.
He he did both of those today.
True.
Is she still in here?
Oofy.
Yes. Yes, she is.
Okay. how do? Oh wait.
This cooking class got
Yeah.
very,
This is cooking.
very violent.
Like,
Hilarious.
Great demon!
Cooking. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Cooking with Voltaire.
Yes.
We'll be starting by preparing the baby.
So we find ourselves assuming everybody ate lunch. In the melee combat class, where Garen is particularly well equipped with 2 levels of exhaustion.
I'm gonna drink my coffee now just before I enter the class.
Absolutely.
Did I understand correctly that we might also be getting a healing potion at the end of the cooking class?
Oh, yes, you all are healed up at the end of the class. Yes, she administers the healing potion.
That's good for combat class.
Yes. Except for Dorbar. Dorbar is not healed, because he left the class.
Oh.
But he did go to the medics.
I went to the medics.
Oh, yeah, I
Yeah.
guess they would heal you. Yeah.
So do we? Sorry, it's just to make sure I'm here. So we then, if I'm not going to melee combat, so I just select another class to give myself a point in for the afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
Oh. So who else is taking this class?
Tivian was wanting to take combat too.
All right, go ahead and drag yourself out. It's the book with the stars on it in the top right, and then you got to open up Party 2 p.m. and you're the second one down.
And then you click and drag. Yeah, there we go.
And then I reset.
Where's the null student that I fought last time?
Not in the class today.
Yeah, students take different classes, except apparently for Goggles and Carissa.
Some of them just show up multiple times, yes. I don't choose who's in classes at semi-random at all.
You just say you.
Yeah, pretty much. It works. Alright. Let's get that. There we go. Alright. So, welcome, class. Again, I see my, most interesting pupil finds himself here in class again. How did that training regimen treat you?
I'm okay, sir.
Oh, so who
A
are
little
your...
tired.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's good to hear. Are you going to pay attention in class today?
Yes.
So, we have lesson 2 here today. Does anybody know what the most important element in combat is?
Winning.
Sheer strength.
Survive.
One second, I gotta grab everybody. Everybody? Please make Constitution saving throws.
Everyone?
Yep.
Oh God. Okay. Oh crap, that's such a big disadvantage.
Yeah, your saves are at disadvantage until a lower.
Yeah, so the
exhaustion.
19, yes, I have a 19, not a 9.
All right. Let me look. And please make dexterity saving throws as well.
god. Okay.
Is this everybody
Everybody. Well,
Yeah.
everybody who's, you know, in the class.
in the class?
16. Oh wow.
How do I end up with a 20 on con but a 7 on dex? As
Well,
a
one
rogue.
Happens.
Is that fork still in your leg?
All right, so as he says, the element of surprise, the floor drops away underneath all of you, and you plummet through a dark tunnel until you hit the ground, taking 1d6 damage. So everybody roll 1d6. You take half of that if you've saved your Constitution save. You are prone. Your Constitution save is a 12. Your Dexterity save is also a 12. If you're above a 12, then you are not prone. If you are below a 12, you are prone.
So 1d6.
Half damage
take
if you've
2
passed
damage.
your con save.
1 damage. Damn.
Hold on. Why is that right there? Okay, sorry. You said 1d6 half for if you made your con save?
Half of it, yeah, if you made your con.
Is that rounded up or down?
I think we always round. Do we always round up or down, Oji?
We round down.
There you go.
Okay, so that's only 1 damage.
Yep.
But I am prone.
That is rounding down for everyone. So say.
All
if
right,
a
is
monster
anybody?
succeeds-
So you are prone. So let's put you down. Anybody else prone?
I don't think so.
Okay. And you just see him from the top. You can look up and you can just see a little light from the top with his head sticking over. Everybody, you may be surprised and there may be more in store for you. Last one standing gets a private tutoring session with me. Everybody roll initiative.
Oh god.
Make sure you select your character when you roll.
It's a unique initiative.
Mm-hmm.
What is?
11.14.
Oh, it's counting your dex as a tiebreaker.
Where is initiative again? Oh, there it is. We're good. Sorry.
You guys are screwed. I have not rolled below a 17 on the die.
Oh yeah. I mean, we may be okay. Who knows?
All right, did everybody roll their initiative?
Yeah.
I think Steven, we have to add. No, yours is in. So. No, we don't have. So, no, Tweblade's not here, so we only have 2 people. So that's right. We only have 3. You're right. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm not seeing the enemies.
I don't know why. I have them in mind, so
Okay, that's fine.
I guess that's just how. I guess it just doesn't show you. Maybe that's a new thing. All right. Oh wait, Violet. Oh god, you're not supposed to be in here, Violet. Okay, we're good now.
Oh, I think it might be working with leftover initiatives.
Yeah, I think we got rid of the rest of them. Well, no, this person's not here. Okay, I think the rest are here. Egris doesn't appear to be here. Sorry, I always forget to clean up after it. Okay. What's the rule for prone people?
After
It
movement,
is
get up.
advantage on melee attacks, disadvantage on ranged attacks.
I have not flipped you over yet, have I? Sorry.
That's why.
There we go.
You find yourselves enclosed, like I said, on all four sides by walls. You see water to the south. You see some weird glowing crystals, as well as you see rocks scattered throughout with some grass as well. The little crow person hops over to Dorbar, who is lying prone on one of the boulders, and stabs at him with his spear.
Seems incredibly rude.
Yes. And let's see what the roll's gonna be. At advantage. $15.
Yeah, my armor class is 14.
Okay. You take 3 piercing damage as the spear finds its way into the same leg which had the fork in it earlier today, opening the same wound. Orgar runs over on the other side of this person, which would give them advantage. That's going to hit for 4 damage. I'm going to try and roll through these as quickly as possible. Okay, Van, what's your armor class?
I believe 19 sounds like a number that could be right.
It's an
Yes.
intense armor class for level 1.
Medium armor plus shield and 2+ for dex.
Wow, nice.
Doesn't that sound right?
I have no idea.
What's medium armor? 14, 13, 14, 15?
Goji, do you know?
Oh,
All right, what's up?
Mine is
Medium
good.
armor plus shield plus 2 dexterity or something?
and as
Depends
a
on what medium armor is it?
and I think first level fighters get a fighting style, and I also chose defensive, which gives
Oh,
you
yeah,
another AC
that-
1.
Yeah. What medium armor is it?
Whatever the game loaded me in with, which is probably chainmail.
Yeah, that sounds chainmail, or is it like because chainmail's heavy? Is it half plate or something like that?
Wait, is chainmail heavy?
If memory serves, yes, chainmail is heavy because it's AC 16, and then you don't add dex. You just add anything else that's
Oh.
on top of that, which would, of course, bring you up to 18 if it's that. But if it's half plate, which is
Shouldn't be half play. Hang on a second. Oh, I have to have. Because it does look like it loaded me in with chainmail, but if chainmail's default 16, but a normal default medium armor's 14 plus 2 dex, the math I think is still the same.
Yeah, it's the same. So you
Yeah.
you get missed as his strike with his beer glass bounces off of your chainmail. But what's strange is that the beer glass, when striking, produces sparks as it bounces off of your chainmail.
also meta. You have to add these tokens of them into the initiative order because the other tokens were the ones from the other map because those are the tokens they selected. Like the player tokens.
Oh, God.
And then get rid of the old token.
Yeah. Okay, Garen, 11.14, Dorbar, 9.16.
Oh god.
Then make sure to resort it. Yep, there you go.
And then Carissa is going to turn back. Okay. And nothing there. Tavion, it's your turn.
Sorry, I'm trying to find our player's guide. I guess, can I just take an attack swing at the guy who tried to hit me?
Yes.
So I'm assuming I just need to roll a regular attack with my rapier, right?
Yep.
And I think that... Wow. Yeah.
What a fantastic roll.
Well, I at least hit the button. I found the button, right? I need that.
So you do attack. Roll a d4. And as you trip, you somehow manage to stab yourself through your
Meta.
hand once again and
Yeah,
take
meta,
2
I-
damage.
Yep.
Meta, I paid
Oh, you
for the
re-rolled
reroll.
it? Shit, he paid
Yeah.
2,000 points. You can re-roll that. Re-roll the rapier attack.
How so? Why?
Twitch integration.
Yeah.
If you have your Goji paid for a re-roll.
So you can reroll. We have a reroll.
It's
that
outside
one
of
reward
D&D
with,
normal rules. It's part of
yeah,
the things with that
with
I'm streaming.
channel
It's a
points.
thing. Yeah.
Since it's being streamed, and I paid for you to reroll your nat 1.
Yeah. You can
It's
get like
like a
1 to
once-
2 total per stream or something like that. I put a timer
Yeah.
on it, so.
Okay. Sure. Is that better?
Yeah. you absolutely hit, striking him right through his cloth tunic for some amount of damage. Just hit the rapier on the chat
Oh.
for 5 damage. And he's gonna need to roll a shock check, which he does pass as he goes down briefly to one knee as you see blood streaming down his shirt. You struck me once, but not again. Do you have anything else to do?
That's all my character's capable of doing right now,
All right.
I think.
Mrs. Garen.
Not technically. I know.
It looks like the guy at the mug is closest to me and like already fighting a KV on.
So you would have advantage.
Oh yeah. I'm going to with both hand on longsword, I'm going to slash down at the student.
Absolutely.
The mug. Also, obviously non-lethal.
And remember, that's a full hit plus you get your roll.
So how much damage is that? 11?
Let's see. It should not be 11. It should be
10 plus
7.
5, right?
10 plus 5
5.
plus 2.
So yeah, so 15 plus, well plus his 4.
No, the 4 is he hasn't set up his crits yet.
Yeah.
Oh,
So the
my
4
bad.
is the extra dice that would normally be rolled on top of a crit. The
Oh.
7 was his normal roll, which was
Okay,
the 5
so
plus
more-
2.
How much?
Because his
is-
strength, 17 total. Just say that for you, Meta.
You cut him in half. That's double his hit points. That's an instant death. That's an instant. You just murdered a man.
Oh no!
Oh, you just murdered a man.
Oh my gosh! Last one standing!
Lethal.
Wait, you did say non-lethal, didn't you?
Yeah, he did.
Sorry, you're right. You're fine.
Okay, so he's alive.
You
I
knock
can
him
go-
out, but he is now in a week-long coma. He does not wake up for a week.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Aaron's getting the
Just
ruthless
smash him,
reputation.
blood everywhere. It's just cartoon.
Okay.
Garen,
Garen?
anything else?
Gonna take more blood.
Aaron's going to just look terrified at what he's just
Wait
done.
though. Would his attack roll have been affected? Wait, no, he only has 1 level of exhaustion. It would not have been affected.
No, attack rolls and saving throws are not until
You
4.
really lucked out with that coffee. Anything else?
Garrett's just going to sheath his sword and use his fist now, because he does not want it expelled.
Okay. Dorbar.
Oh my god!
Okay. Can I roll to the side while getting up? Like, as a what's the rules for getting up?
Half your movement.
Yeah. You could get away. Are you going outside of melee range? Because then you would need to disengage.
Yeah, I'd like to disengage.
I believe that's an action, right?
That is an action, as you were level 1 and rogues don't have cunning action yet.
Yes.
Okay,
So
so
it would just be disengaging would be your action.
And then
What's
half your
the-
movement to stand up.
okay. So what's my movement? Sorry, looking for my movement.
Also, everybody is looking at you with terrified horror, Karen. Like, everybody heard that crunch. It was not natural.
Sorry, I'm struggling to find my movement. Oh, speed 25.
Full
okay,
Demon,
so-
continuing his tradition of being the most destructive characters.
Continuing the reputation that Dragonborn have in this campaign.
Yeah.
Oh god!
Make sure you don't get possessed or like joined with anything. Cause
Yeah,
then,
don't say, just say no to crystals.
Yeah, crystals, goop, anything.
okay, so
There,
I'm about right here.
Yep.
And can I prepare for an attack? Like prepare to dodge for an attack? Or is that a separate action?
I don't know if you need an action or a bonus action reserved for that. Koji, do you know?
Dodging is an action. And you can use your action.
unfortunately,
Yeah. For example,
disengage.
if I think you get cunning action at level 2 or something. I don't remember. But once you get cunning action, then you can do stuff like that.
Yeah.
But since you just disengaged, that's your action.
Okay, that sucks because he's gonna be able to immediately re-engage. But okay.
Oh god.
You could just stay mildly inside his range, like move up like an inch there, and then be in his range and
yeah.
not use your disengage.
Oh yeah, that's fair. If I can just get up and then prepare to dodge, that'd be
Absolutely.
great.
And then he'll attack you with that spear. I don't know how dodging works.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Let's go with this blue one and this orange one.
That poor guy.
11.
17
That's 14.
damage.
So the spear misses as you dodge to the side deftly. And then I believe it is this person's turn. And we'll attack again. Okay. Sorry, I'm just kind of going through. That person is unconscious forever.
Oh god!
Miss. Tavion, your turn.
Tevion's gonna look at what he just did. Well,
Holds his
Am
hand
I-
to his face, almost, you would say, right?
It's just like, dear lord.
Like, dear Lord.
Am I within melee of the person behind me?
Absolutely, yes.
But I'm not within melee of him right now.
Garen, let me measure. There's a measuring tool on the left, by the way.
I
No,
see.
that's 10 feet.
Okay.
Unless otherwise stated, it's generally assumed that we just go by that, regardless of how
Then-
unrealistic it is.
I think Garen's gonna sit the rest of this combat out.
Then I'll just turn to the person I'm still in melee combat with and make a strike at them.
And you get advantage because they're engaged with the other person.
Gotcha. Assuming I can roll a hit on a 19. Well, I guess I don't know. Is 19 hit?
Absolutely.
Oh, I'll also, if I can, where is it? I'd like to use a bonus action and take a second wind.
Actually, you said you did 8 damage? Sorry.
I think so, if I'm understanding that right.
Okay, yeah, you strike her down as you stab through her chest.
Can we maintain non-lethal damage?
Yes,
I'm assuming
yes,
too. Yeah.
yes. In the future, it does have to be before the rolls.
Sorry.
No, that's fine though. Like everyone's new, we're fine. Like it doesn't matter that
Oh,
much
you
right
didn't
now,
say non-lethal.
Yes. Well, he did say non-lethal, but I
Yeah, he
just
said it
forgot. So I'll
before,
walk
yeah.
it back if I'm wrong. Absolutely. I get too enthusiastic for you guys.
You love it when we split people in half.
Yes.
And then, if I can do a bonus action, second wind to regain some hit points, which I think is a 1d10 plus a fighter level, which I think I could just roll 1d10. Is that what you're?
Whoa.
That's what I need.
That's some health.
That is some health. That's okay. And that's my turn.
All right. You see Abby whip down and grab a hold of both of this person's legs with the whip, pull her feet out from under her, and then hold her head under the water until the bubbles stop.
Oh God! Oh.
Aaron.
Aaron's gotta go over to like that thick woman,
Uh-huh.
and immediately just goes like trying like punch as hard as he can.
Okay. Roll the hit.
Oh God, I swear if I put another student in a coma. Okay, what's wrong with unarmed? I don't add proficiency, right?
You are a martial class, you add proficiency to your unarmed strikes. It is your strength
Okay.
plus your proficiency. It should already be in there, but sometimes it doesn't.
Oh crap, yeah, it's not, sorry, proficiency.
It is strength plus proficiency, and the damage is 1 plus your strength modifier.
Okay. Oh. Okay, why did that not work? Well, I can't punch her. I wonder what I just did. Anna,
Matter, you're muted.
You go to punch her, and she dodges deftly to the side, helping you with your momentum as you trip over the rock in front of you, falling face first into the pool of water. Please roll athletics at disadvantage because I believe you're in plate armor, right?
Chainmail, but heavy
no.
armor nonetheless.
Yep.
I'm in
Chainmail.
Right?
leather
Am I
armor
right?
now.
What are you in, Garen?
I'm in leather armor right now. I don't
Oh,
have
you're-
heavy
you're
Oh,
fine.
standard
You're
then.
fine.
Yeah, standard then.
My bad.
Okay.
I'm sorry,
They
Garen.
said athletics.
Yep.
Okay. Does that pass?
Yes, you're able to splutter to the surface and take 1 damage as you inhale some of the water.
How dare you! Yeah, that's gotta be my turn.
Thorbar.
So question, since he missed and I'm no longer, like, on the ground, can I move freely or do I need to
You would
still
need to
take an action?
disengage unless you want to let them take his attack of opportunity as you leave his range of influence, which is 5.
Man, why is this so far? This does not look like it should be 25 feet. Or 23 feet to the other person.
Yep.
Alright. Oh man, this sucks.
It's close.
This is everything that's like really hard about this character in this situation. Yeah, because anytime I disengage, I'm gonna move half as much, and he's gonna re-engage.
Disengaging.
Well, no,
does
you
not
don't.
take
No, it
half
doesn't take your
movement.
half. You only took half your movement because you were prone and you had to get up.
Yeah.
Alright, but even so, if I disengage, I get my full movement, but I still can't attack, right?
Correct.
Because it uses your action, and you
Yeah.
don't have cunning action yet.
Yep.
Yeah. You wanna know what? No, it's a disadvantage. Yeah, if I'm ever gonna win this thing, I have to get out of this combat. Can I move full and then let him get an attack of opportunity?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. It's probably a bad idea, but full. So I'm gonna try and move to here.
The fateful dice roll. 3. A swing and a miss with the spear as Dorvar successfully escapes out of range.
Okay, and then I am going to attack Abby, and I should be at advantage and have sneak attack.
If you have an advantage, you have sneak attack. Is
Yeah,
how that works.
Yeah.
So advantage, short sword.
You hit, obviously.
So short sword, and then is it 1d6 for sneak attack? I think.
I believe so, based on the rogues that are.
Yep, 1d6.
Yeah. You should be able to enable that. Ooh.
Okay, so 10 damage.
Absolutely, and she goes down hard, and she is bleeding profusely. You are from campaign 2, and you did not specify non-lethal, so she is bleeding out on the ground, her blood running into the water around Garen.
Oh god.
Just say like presumed non-lethal. I'm not. None of us are ever gonna try and kill another student unless we specify.
Who knows? Aaron might.
I'll give it to you this time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Like, I
specified non-lethal.
Yeah,
I should be-
Garen was working.
I feel like it should be the opposite, that we have to specify lethal in class compared to like out in combat or like out in the world. Does that seem reasonable?
It may
Like,
or may
We're only gonna try and kill another student if there's an extremely specific
It
reason.
makes sense. My ability to recall that we're implementing that, less so we'll see.
Okay.
Do you have any other actions?
No.
Okay.
I wonder if you might go to walk again after this.
So the Birdman flies over to attack Tavion. What's that?
So a caveat for my AC, I was looking it up in the rule books, and I guess it depends on how you guys wanted to do starting equipment.
You get your starting equipment for your class. You don't do the here's some gold, buy the equipment you want. It's you get the starting equipment that is given as options for your class.
Yeah, it's a set start for this campaign.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're
I
assumed to
think I
come
should-
in with no money and get supplied in the first day with the gear for your chosen profession.
That's specifically mentioned. I think I should probably have one less AC because the medium armor isn't an option.
I really probably should put on heavy armor thing.
a 2 on the die, which means it absolutely misses you.
Would that other attack have missed if it was an 18 instead of a
Yeah,
19?
no, it still would have missed. This person steps over the dead person. Well, not dead, but unconscious person, and strikes out. This one at advantage, though. 17.
18.
17, yeah. So
Still a miss.
I will never remember anybody's AC. So if I say it and like I say like, hey, does a 19 hit? I'm actually asking. But yeah, so that strike also misses, bouncing off of your armor, and you are unconscious. So it's your turn again, Vivian.
Then I will attack the person who just attacked me. The little.
Which one? Two of them attacked you. You got a bird to the
Oh,
north
there are.
and this person to the north, right?
Hang on, I need to zoom in. They both haven't taken any damage. I feel like. I'll attack the first one that attacked me, the bird guy.
Absolutely.
Rapier attack.
You absolutely hit.
And...
What lovely rolls. You guys had horrible like cooking rolls and everything else rolls, but as soon as you got into combat, you guys are killing it. Literally, almost.
Quite possibly literally.
Speaking of killing it, maintaining non-lethal damage.
Yes, minor brain damage 9, and let's roll a shock check. Does not pass that shock check. The bird passes out after being knocked on the head. Boom. Anything else?
That's all I can do.
Abby is out for the count. Garen, you're
Gorbar
gonna need to
is
use
what?
half action, half motion to get out of the water from prone-ish.
Alright, I'm gonna do that thing.
Yep.
Which I don't have an action thing.
No, that's just half
No,
movement.
you just use half your movement.
Oh, okay. What race is Gorbar again?
No,
Actually, better question. How tall is Gorbar?
He's a shorty.
I'm sure. I'm like 3 feet tall.
I'm gonna try and like grab Gorbar.
Absolutely. I don't know the mechanics behind that. Isn't that strength
That's a
versus strength?
I think that's
Is
just
it grapple check, athletics versus athletics,
Athletics.
or acrobatics from the grapplee. The grappler always uses athletics.
I'm using acrobatics.
Okay.
All right.
So 20 versus
Oh, sorry.
18.
I used my first roll.
yeah,
17.
17.
Yeah, I'm gonna do something funny on my next turn if I can.
So you succeed in your grapple.
Yep. And then I'm gonna like, can I move closer to like a? Hang on.
You have half movement while you are grappling someone.
Crap. Then.
So if your movement was already half,
Are you
from
gonna try and
30
drown Dorbar?
No, I'm gonna do something funnier, but I guess if I don't have any movement, I'm gonna end my turn
You
here.
have
By the
half
way-
movement. You have half movement.
Yeah, your movement is
I'm
half.
gonna probably move him back over here. I think that's about it.
By the
And
way,
then I'm going.
we have previously ruled that you can pick up and throw someone in one turn if
Yes.
that is related to anything you're planning.
Oh, I'm not
making sure that
throwing
you know.
him.
Okay.
I'm gonna finish my turn.
Okay, Dorbar, do you try to escape?
Try and escape.
Athletics. Or
Can I do
acrobatics,
it
rather.
with-
Acrobatics,
Yeah,
rather.
all right. I gotta start remembering to remove advantage. Sorry.
He's got you wrapped up tight.
That's my turn.
Okay. That guy's down, which leaves this person who will attack Tavion. Again with a thinly concealed knife. We will do that, and no advantage. Because Tavion just has unconscious bodies surrounding him, piling up on the battlefield. There's literally 2 north of you, I believe. A 16, though, which would be a 19, which will hit.
Oh, that will hit, yeah.
Yep. For 6 damage.
Ooh.
And you saw it. Well, some people saw it. It's quite a bit of damage. 6 damage. Stabbing
lot
you
of damage.
right into the side. And it is your turn to strike back.
I will strike back. with another. Ooh. Never mind. And that's all I got.
All right, yes. Unfortunately, Miss Garen, you have now made it with a full action, full movement. What are you doing with Dorbar?
I gotta get close up to Kivyong and just like use Dorbar as a weapon. I like swing him at Kivyong.
Roll a
Improvised weapon?
athletics check, and then an improvised weapon attack. Athletics check first.
Like everyone's okay with this, right?
What?
No one has to be okay with it. You're just doing it.
I just don't want to make anyone upset.
Out of character.
Oh, that's
Out of character.
that's a silly thing. We're like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
In character,
Hey,
I'm sure
hey.
Dorbar's gonna be pissed.
Yeah.
yeah.
No.
You wanna know what? I think Dorbar kind of sees the sense of humor. Like he's kind of figuring he's not dying.
Okay,
I mean,
roll your improvised weapon attack, and if you hit, please treat it as a critical.
All right. That
Everybody's
is.
weapon with proficiency.
Well, your athletics had proficiency, but improvised weapon is 1d4 plus your strength because you're using strength for this improvised weapon because a
Okay.
human is heavy enough for strength.
So what's his strength modifier?
5.
Yeah.
It looks like a lot.
So that
Yeah,
would be
Garen-
9 plus something.
9 plus.
Roll your-
Yeah,
Yeah,
just roll a d4.
roll a
Okay.
d4.
Does Dorbar take damage too?
Yes, but we're gonna say Dorbar takes half.
Okay.
That's a 12 in total.
I mean,
God.
anything over 9. I mean, I was going to be unconscious anyway.
So I think that's
so.
is that 15 right there?
That's a 12 in total. But a 9 plus
12.
3.
So 6 to Dorbar and 12
Yeah.
to Tavion as he gets broadsided, like from behind too. Look, he's facing the other person. So Garen coming up behind Tavion with Dorbar hanging by one leg, I'm assuming just slaps Tavion upside the head, who immediately goes down.
And Dorbar goes unconscious too.
Dorbar now unconscious, limp.
Garen's going to lightly put Dorbar on the ground before
Right on top. So
Before
now
it
there's,
did
I
his
believe,
turn.
4 or 5 unconscious people piled up before Garen. Garen, do you have any other actions?
I've won.
He just put Dorbar down before I end my turn.
Okay.
Like, gently put him down.
This person will then lunge out and attack you.
Oh God.
16
Yeah, that hits.
for 4 damage.
Okay. I almost go sharp ones about having this guy. Alright, oh, get my turn.
All right, so yeah, it's your turn.
Aaron's going to attempt to grapple this guy.
Absolutely. Gonna be an acrobatics in return.
Oh God!
All right, roll your die. Is that your 24?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's my athletic check.
Garen has just
Good
rolled. I don't think Garen's rolled under a fucking 20 this combat.
No, I did roll an actual one when trying to attack.
Oh yeah,
Abby.
you did. You did fall into the pond, and then everything else has been great. Not gonna
I'm going-
matter. 17, which is a 20. Well, no, what's a proficiency bonus?
Plus 2.
Plus 2.
So 22 loses by 2.
No,
Well, actually,
I,
yeah, that would be right. If it's a 16 for a dex stat for an with proficiency in acrobatics.
That is a plus 5 total.
Okay, so 22. Yes. Okay. You are.
non-lethally. Oh, sorry.
You go ahead. You got it. You won the grapple.
Non-lethally. I am going to like slam this guy into one of the rocks. Non-lethally.
Absolutely. There's a rock right to your left.
Yep. And I assume improvised weapon again.
Yeah.
Is that?
Well, first you're gonna need acrobatics.
Athletics.
Oh.
Wait, no, you can't attack like that this turn. You could throw him, but you can't smash him. You're gonna need to give him
Oh.
1 turn to object.
Oh, yeah, I just got it in my turn thing.
Yep.
Still, hold on.
So athletics,
oh my God.
please.
He just rolled it.
I just rolled.
Again, okay, 20. Fuck you. That's 19, which is 24. Yeah, you're fine. Roll
Yeah, that's
improvise
all-
with a crit roll. Not that it's gonna matter.
So that's D20 plus 7?
So it's a D4. So it's 4.
Oh,
It's
like
4
D4.
plus 7, right? Or 4 plus 5?
4 plus 9. Well,
4 plus 5.
it's,
right?
it's yeah, 4 plus 5 plus the D4. It's a crit.
Yeah.
Wait, so it's I roll a D4 plus 5.
No, a D4 plus 9, right?
Yes.
11
just
damage.
usually-
Non-lethally.
Non-lethally striking the last student down. Garen, you receive, to the teacher's great dismay, you just see him with his hand on his head, just, God damn it, of fucking course. Lathandra, protect me, I swear to God. And that's where we'll end the session because it is after time already. Thank you everybody for watching. 8 loot points to everybody. And we will see you here again in a little under an hour for the other party and next week for the next session. Thanks everyone for playing. Thanks everyone for watching.